Good morning and welcome to Norway. So we set sail from Southampton yesterday, well not yesterday, we set sail from Southampton on Saturday and today's Monday. So it's taken a day and a half, almost 2 days to get here. We're just sailing in now, we're just approaching the first fjords. We should get to Bergen in about 90 minutes time, midday, where we're going to have a wander around Bergen, see how delightful it is, look at the houses, hopefully the fish market, go up the funicular, that's what we're planning to do. But the weather's not looking that good. It's a bit, well, grey. It was glorious all the way here. I'll show you some of that now. But honestly, you've never seen the North Sea like it. It was just a pond the entire way. Glorious sunshine, completely flat. And to be honest, it's completely flat now as well. It's just grey, a bit cooler, about 10 degrees. But anyway, we'll stop in soon and we'll have a look at Bergen. You might be able to tell, but it's raining. Apparently it rains in Bergen 360 days of the year. We weren't that lucky. We didn't get the other 5. Anyway, we're in Bergen. Have a look out. A couple old naval ships there. I think they're old. They look a bit rusty. A few more oil supply ships. And as you can see, the cloud is hanging down. The rain is coming down. So anyway, we should be docking shortly. We may even be docked. I haven't walked around the other side of the ship yet. So I might try and get out of this rain. See whether we're alongside or whether we're still, working our way in. We were due in at 12 o'clock and it's about, what's the time now? 11:30 now, so maybe that means you're allowed off ship at 12 o'clock. Let's go and have a look. That's right, the brolly's up. And as you can see, we are just pulling in. It's raining quite hard. And here we have our first actual look at the ship I'm on. So obviously we've just stepped off in the rather industrial looking port area. But hopefully in about 20 minutes we should be at Bergen Fortress. That's where I'm aiming for first. So after walking around for about 15 minutes, getting slightly lost, we eventually found the castle, Bergen Castle. That's what's behind us. It's right on the water's edge. The problem is, there's a whacking great big wheel right in front of it. So that's about the only angle you actually get to see it from. So yeah, as I said, walked around, got lost, saw some nice sights, but we can carry on round now to see what else we can see of the fortress, and then head into the old town. That's the plan. Funfair's not too busy on a wet bank holiday Monday. So I'd love to be showing you the wonderful waterfront and the harbour frontage all along Bergen as we walk along here. But unfortunately, there's a whacking great in Funfair all the way along the harbour front with music playing full blast, so I can't show you any of that. So hopefully when you come, it won't be there. I'll be honest, walking around this town is a bit of a washout, but we are trying to find some interesting things to see. Okay, so this is Old Bergen now. So there is a new Bergen there, Old Bergen over there, and some steps down into it. Let's go and have a look. So this old town is full of lots of little alleyways. Some are busy, some aren't busy. Some are shops, aren't shops. This is obviously the back of one of them. Bold claim to fame, being the world's best hot dog. Apparently I made a reindeer. There's a bit of a queue. We may have to investigate. Okay, next stop on our little wander around Bergen. We walked past it earlier. There was quite a few people already in there. But it's the fish market. So we're going to wander in here to have a look. It's more than fish, they sell food. If you're at the fish market, just to let you know, directly behind me, if I just bring the camera around that way, is the Tourist Information Centre. Why is that important? It's the only place we found that's got a public loo. We actually had to pay 80 krones for it, and they give you a code to use the door. But there you go, if you're wandering around, need the loo, Tourist Information Centre, and that's where you need to go. Anyway, let's go and have a look in the fish market. Directly behind the big tourist group. Plenty of rolls there. 14 euros, 159 Norwegian krone. What I'm looking for though is, well, cinnamon buns they do here apparently. It's supposed to be very, very good. I know I'm in a fish market, but it's just generally lots of food here. Well, I've been told there's lots of food here. I'm just seeing fish. So you can catch a live lobster if you want one. Well, not catch one, but pick one. Or even a big spider crabs. Oh.
I'm sorry.
So we got your sea urchins, oysters, salmon, even a bit of whale meat. So that was all fish. Hopefully this next half is not all fish. For instance, these strawberries, so I know it's not going to be all fish. You're right. See? Strawberries and cherries in the rain. Even some rhubarb. Goat cheese.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
So I found some cinnamon buns, but whether I want to eat it in a rain is a different thing. Let's think about this one. So we've come back for the world's best hot dog. Bit of a queue again. 99 krones it looks like for one of these things. Let's find out how good they are. They seem to have lots. They seem to have lots already made up actually, so the queue shouldn't take too long. Oh yeah, just one reindeer please.
One reindeer?
Yep. So we got the reindeer. We got lingonberry and the crispy onion. Let's just try the reindeer. Not sure which bit of the reindeer that is. Let's give it a go. I think I've had one of these before. Probably in Finland. I'll say the same again. Tastes like a hot dog sausage. But let's eat up. It's pouring rain, and then I can get out of here. Okay, the other thing they are famous for here in Norway apparently is this thing here. It looks like a cinnamon bun. It should taste a bit like a cinnamon bun, but it's called a skillinge bowl. So we'll give this one a go as well. Got some coffees on the way as well. Okay, so we've seen the skillinge bowl. Oh, it's very sticky. A lot stickier than normal. That's just sugar on the bottom. Sugar on the top, sugar on the bottom. Slightly crisp on top. Yeah, a lot softer. Slightly crispy on the top. A lot more squidgy. But yeah, really nice. So skillinge bowl, in Bergen, in this little bakery, right by the funicular. So it's probably the most touristy place you can find, but they are good. So there's the entrance to the funicular. And there is the cloud above it. So, to do a return trip, this time of year, now we're in summer season, it's 200 krones, that's about £16, something like that, which isn't particularly expensive, but there's absolutely nothing to see up there. So if you're only going to go on the funicular to get a view of the harbour, and you can't actually see the harbour, that seems pretty pointless. So we're going to carry on wandering around and see what else we can see in Bergen. So whilst just walking around Bergen, found this park, which I'm going to call Pigeon Park for obvious reasons. It's also, whoa, take the umbrella out. It's also got a huge pond with a fountain in the middle of it. I'll just show you that. Well, we've also managed to find the bandstand, which is quite nice. A few other nice little buildings in this area, so it's opposite that park I've just walked through with the pigeons. Riks Telegraph, I reckon that was the original post office over there. And this looks like the main shopping area. So that's our little walk around Bergen. Not a lot to see, to be perfectly honest, especially in this grey weather. I'm sure if you actually came here when it's sun shining and you know, all the shops are open, it's not a wet bank holiday Monday, it'd be a lot more interesting. But yeah, on a wet, grey Whit Monday bank holiday, there's not much going on. But I've enjoyed it, we've liked it. The food was really good. The reindeer hot dog was good, and the cinnamon roll was really good. It's time for us to go back to our ship now, and that tomorrow will be somewhere completely different. I hope you can follow.